Hello and welcome to Rumbo inglés. Once again, I am your teacher Daniel Pulaski, and I'm joined by
Guadalupe.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, here we are in High Intermediate, and this session we're going to talk about 3 very common irregular verbs, and after we've exhausted all of the possibilities, we will continue with 8 vocabulary words, okay? So these 3 words of the day are to throw, to drive, and to ring. To throw is tirar or lanzar, right? To drive is conducir, and to ring, llamar, or to call, okay? Now ring, we could say also call, but for the sake of today's class, we're going to use ring, okay? So, I'm going to say something in Spanish, and I want you to translate it into English.
Okay.
Todos los días llamo.
Every day I ring.
Good. Every day I ring. Now, who do you ring every day, Guadalupe?
I ring every day my husband.
I ring my husband every day.
I ring my husband every day.
Good. How many times in one day, or how many times per day, do you ring your husband?
I ring my husband twice a day.
Good. Ayer llamé.
Yesterday I rang.
Good. Yesterday I rang. Okay, so ring in the present and rang in the past simple. Rang, okay? Who did you ring yesterday?
Yesterday I rang my mother.
Good. Yesterday I rang my mother. How often do you ring your mother?
I ring my mother very often.
Good. I ring my mother very often.
Once a day.
Good. So
I ring my mother once a day.
Very good. I ring my mother once a day. That's being a very good daughter. I'm not that good of a son. I do ring my mother. My mother lives in the United States. I do not ring her every day. Maybe I'll ring her once or twice a week. What I do is
you email her.
I email my mother quite often. Good. Últimamente he llamado.
Lately I have rung.
Good. Who have you rung lately?
Lately I've rung my grandmother.
Good. Lately, Guadalupe has rung her grandmother. Very good. Todos los días lanzo.
Every day I throw.
Good. Every day I throw. Every day I throw. Okay? Every day I throw out the trash. What did I just say?
I don't know.
Every day I throw out the trash means every day I pick up the trash in my house, tie the bag in a knot, and I throw it away.
Okay.
I throw out the trash.
Okay.
I throw the trash away. That does not mean I literally pick up the trash and throw it. Okay? It means that I take it out of the container, of the trash bin or the trash can, and I will throw it out.
Okay.
Good. Ayer lancé.
Yesterday I threw.
Good. Yesterday I threw. Repeat.
Yesterday I threw.
Good. So we're going to pronounce it as threw, not threw. Through. Okay. Yesterday. What's the past tense of I know?
Knew.
Okay. Again. Knew.
Okay. Knew.
Good. So I knew.
I knew.
Good. I knew the answer. Right.
Okay.
So we have through, knew. Okay. And what's the past tense of blow?
Blue.
Blue. Good. So through, knew, blue. Okay?
Okay.
So that's a little bit of pronunciation. Últimamente he lanzado.
Lately I've thrown.
Good. Lately, últimamente, lately I've thrown. Now remember, when we form the present perfect, we have the subject, I, then we have the verb, the auxiliary have, okay? And then we have the participle. So lately I've thrown. And normally, almost 100% of the time in spoken English, we're going to use an abbreviation. So we will not be saying lately I have thrown. We'll say lately I've thrown. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Todos los días conduzco.
Every day I drive.
Good. Every day I drive. Okay? Now, I don't drive. Personally, I don't drive every day. I wish I drove every day because I like to drive. Do you like to drive?
Yes, I do.
Where do you like to drive?
I like driving by Madrid.
Okay. In Madrid or outside of Madrid?
Both in Madrid and outside Madrid.
Okay, because I prefer driving outside of Madrid on nice country roads, very windy, and they're a lot of fun. Many times in Madrid, you try to drive and you end up in traffic, right? In
Yes.
traffic, and a lot of traffic. So driving in traffic is not a lot of fun. Not a lot of fun.
No.
Driving on country roads in the countryside, in the Spanish countryside, that is beautiful. Okay. Ayer conduje.
Yesterday I drove.
Good. Yesterday I drove. So to drive, and then the past tense is drove. So I drive. Yesterday I drove. Good. Now, Guadalupe was very good pronouncing her V. I drove. Okay? We don't say I drove with a B because it's a V. I drove. Very good. Últimamente he conducido.
Lately I've driven.
Lately
I've driven.
Good. Lately I've driven. Lately I've driven. Okay? Very good. Todos los días él llama.
Every day he rings.
Good. Every day he rings. Okay? Third person singular in the present, and we always have to include the S. We know this, but even high intermediate students will make this mistake. Okay? Every day he ring. No. Every day he rings. Okay? We have to make sure to pronounce that last S. He rings. Okay?
Okay.
Ayer él llamó.
Yesterday he rang.
Good. Yesterday he rang. So we go from ring, which is the present, to rang, which is the past simple. Últimamente él ha llamado.
Lately he have rang.
He has, or he's.
Excuse me. He's rang.
He's rung.
Rung.
Okay. So we have rang for the present simple. I'm sorry, for the past simple, and we have rung for the participle. So ring, rang, and rung. What happens, and this has happened to many of my students, we see a list of irregular verbs, and what do? We sit down and memorize. Ring, rang, run. Okay? Throw, threw, thrown. Drive, drove, driven. And now the problem is, it's great memorization, but the usage is where we fail. Okay? So what we're going to try to do is show you some sentences where we can have a practical use of using irregular verbs. Okay? But let's just finish it up first. Todos los días ella conduce.
Every day she drives.
Good. Every day she drives. Okay? Once again, Guadalupe included the S, drives. Every day she drives. Good. Ayer ella condujo.
Yesterday she drove.
She drove. Repeat.
Yesterday she drove.
Good. Okay? Now, many times also we say, yesterday she drove. She is mar. El mar, right? Si. And if we say she, ahí estamos hablando de ella, right? So every day she
drove.
Okay, or every day she drives.
Okay.
Ayer ella condujo.
Yesterday she drove.
Good. Últimamente ella ha conducido.
Lately she's driving. She's driven.
Very good. Lately she's driven. Okay. Now, how often do you throw out the garbage?
I throw out the garbage once a day.
Good. I throw out the garbage once a day. What happens if you do not throw out the garbage?
What happens is that my house begins to smell very bad.
Good. My house begins to smell very badly.
Very badly,
right?
Okay.
Because we're talking about an adverb. So, my house begins to smell very badly when I don't throw out the garbage, which is true. What else could happen, you might think? Maybe you have a bug problem? What kind of bugs like the garbage?
I don't know the name in English.
Roaches.
Yes.
Roaches. Cucarachas. Roaches, right? So we might have a bug problem. So keeping garbage
away.
Keeping it in your house and not throwing garbage away may result in a bug problem. Okay? So we have to be aware of that. Okay? Now, I'm going to get a little bit. We're going to talk about something that might not be to your liking. Okay? But what kind of animal do we find in a lot of garbage?
A rat.
Rat, okay? Now, in Madrid, I haven't seen that many rats. I don't even know if I've seen a rat in Madrid. In the United States, I went to school in Washington, D.C., and Washington had a rat problem.
Oh, really?
And it was very, very disgusting to see rats running around on the floor.
Oof.
Okay? Very, very disgusting. Partly that has to do with the climate, because the climate was a lot more humid. And Washington, D.C. was built on a swamp.
Oh, really?
Do you know what a swamp is?
Yes, un lago, no?
Yeah, well, it's like a lagoon.
Okay.
Laguna, no?
Sí.
Okay, similar to a laguna. So, because of the humidity, firstly, during the summer, it's almost impossible to stay cool in Washington, D.C. It's very, very, very hot and humid. And the humidity makes the air suffocating. It's very hard to go outside and do any physical activity outside is very difficult. Then we have mosquitoes, because it was built on a swamp, so the humidity and the water attracts mosquitoes. And on top of that, rats. Okay, now, I love the city, don't get me wrong. Okay?
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. What does don't get me wrong mean?
No me interpretes mal.
Right, don't get me wrong. What does it mean? Don't misinterpret what I want to say. I love the city, but in the summertime, please try to avoid Washington, D.C., okay? Now, New York also has a rat problem. Not as bad, okay? It definitely has a roach problem, okay? So, Madrid is a pretty clean city, and I do mean that. Every night, what happens in Madrid?
Well, the city is cleaned up.
Is cleaned.
It's cleaned.
Right. Every night, the city is cleaned. And how is it cleaned?
It's cleaned by the machines of the ayuntamiento.
Okay, of the town hall or
Of
the
the
city
town
hall?
hall, yes.
Okay. So they have street cleaners. Okay, those little cars that cause a lot of traffic jams and everybody beeping, okay? What is to beep?
Pitar.
Right, so people beeping at these little machines that are going down, these little street cleaners that are going down the street, cleaning the street, okay? We also have many people in the city who collect trash, right?
Yes,
they collect
right.
trash and they sweep the city and they hose. What's a hose?
Una manguera.
Manguera. So to hose means to
Regar.
regar, right? To regar the street with the hose, okay? So that makes the city a lot cleaner than other cities, okay? Good. Let's continue. Todos los días él lanza.
Every day he throws.
Good. Ayer él lanzó.
Yesterday he threw.
Últimamente él ha lanzado.
Lately he's thrown.
Good. Lately he's thrown. Okay? Lately he's thrown. Good pronunciation. Okay. Now, we're going to say this evening and yesterday evening. Okay, we're going to practice that. This evening, esta tarde, tarde llegando a la noche, okay, this evening, okay, or esta noche is tonight.
Okay.
Okay, so we say this evening or we say tonight. Okay?
Okay.
And yesterday evening or last night.
Okay.
So this evening, tonight, yesterday evening, or last night. Okay, a little bit tricky.
Okay.
Good. Now, ayer por la tarde, Sally organizó una fiesta.
Yesterday evening, Sally organized a party.
Good. Now, we don't say organize, we say to throw. So when somebody organizes a party, we can say, Sally threw a party. Now that does not mean that she threw a party, okay? That means that she organized a party. Okay, so she threw a party. So are you throwing a party for New Year's?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Good, no I'm not. That means are you organizing a party for you and your friends for New Year's? Okay? So yesterday Sally threw a party, okay? And it was fun. I went to it, it was an excellent party.
Oh, great.
Good. Esta tarde ella me ha llamado 5 veces.
This evening,
Good.
she has rung me
Good.
8 times.
Good. 5 times.
5 times.
Good. So she's rung me 5 times. Okay. Ayer por la tarde, ella me llamó 2 veces.
Yesterday evening, she rang me twice.
Good. She rang me twice. So yesterday evening, right? Now, if we wanted to use night there, what would we use?
Last night.
Good. Okay. So remember, we're going to say yesterday evening or last night. Okay. I never want us to hear yesterday night because that doesn't make sense. Last night, okay, or yesterday evening. And we say this evening, or okay, this evening, not in the evening. Okay, we'll say this evening if we're talking about tonight.
Okay.
Good. Esta tarde he conducido a la estación 2 veces.
This evening, I've driven to the station twice.
Good. Now, quick pronunciation point. A quick pronunciation point. We say station, right? We don't say a station. Now, it's a very, very difficult thing to hear. Okay, I'm going to say it again. We say station. We don't say a station. Many times, when we have a word starting with S in English, we have the tendency of adding an e in front of it. In English, we do not do that. Last class, we saw the word especially. That's one of the few exceptions where we put an E before the S. Okay? So, I've got a question for you. How do you say spaghetti in English?
Spaghetti.
Very good. Spaghetti. Why don't you repeat this? I love eating spaghetti.
I love eating spaghetti.
Very good. So, Guadalupe just said, I love eating spaghetti. She did not say, I love eating spaghetti. Okay? Very good.
Thanks.
So, we have, this evening, I've driven to the station twice. Now, in English, we say, what's una vez?
Once.
Once. 2 veces.
Twice.
3 veces.
3 times.
Okay, so if it's only 1 time, we're going to say once. If it's 2 times, we're going to say twice. Okay? After 2 times, then we'll say 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, okay? But in Spanish, una vez o 5 veces is igual. Okay, in English, una vez is once, 2 veces is twice, and then 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, okay? How often do you take a shower?
I take a shower once a day.
Once a day, very good. How often do you brush your teeth?
I brush my teeth 3 times a day.
Very good. I brush my teeth 3 times a day, but I take a shower once a day. Very good. Okay. Ayer por la tarde fui a la estación una vez.
Yesterday evening, I went once to the station.
I drove?
I drove once to the station.
Good. Now, you said I drove once to the station. You can also say I drove to the station once.
Okay.
So yesterday evening, I drove to the station once. Esta tarde, Jan ha lanzado 3 pelotas desde su ventana.
This evening, Jan has thrown 3 balls through his window.
Okay. He's thrown 3 balls through his window. Very good. Nunca decimos en inglés today evening. Hoy por la noche. Okay? We'll just say
tonight.
This evening or tonight. Okay? So I never want to hear anybody say today evening. If you say today evening, you're obviously not paying attention and you don't care about English. Okay? So please remember that. Okay. Now, we're going to go over some vocabulary. Okay?
Okay.
If I ask you, if I'm asking you for tu firma, what am I asking you for?
You're asking me for my sign.
For your signature.
For my signature, excuse me, yes.
So we have firma is signature. Notice how I pronounce the T and the U. This is a very good pronunciation point. Signature. Okay? Similar. What is the country that is bordering Spain on the west?
Portugal.
Good. Portugal. So it's the TU we pronounce as a ch. Portugal. Signature. Okay? Naturaleza.
Nature.
Nature. Right? Okay? A mí me encanta la naturaleza.
I love nature.
Good. I love nature. Okay? Very good. Now, capaz de.
Able to.
Good. Or capable of.
Okay.
Okay?
Capable of.
So, ella es capaz de hablar 5 idiomas.
She's capable of speaking 5 languages.
Very good. Okay. Now, I am capable of speaking 2 languages, and I speak a little bit of Portuguese. I don't really consider that. I don't consider that I'm capable of speaking Portuguese. I can communicate a little bit in Portuguese, but I'm capable of communicating in Spanish. Okay? Hace mucho viento esta mañana. O hacía mucho viento.
It was too windy.
It was very
windy.
Right.
This morning.
It was very windy this morning. Okay, so viento is wind. Now we do not pronounce it wind, okay? We pronounce it wind. It's a short I for viento, okay? Because wind is something else, okay? One of those dolls that you have to turn,
yes.
Okay? That's called a wind-up doll. A wind-up doll is something that you have to wind up and then it moves on its own. You spell it the same way, but this viento is pronounced wind, okay?
Okay.
Principal.
Principal.
The principal or the main.
The main.
Okay.
Yes.
So, el terminal principal.
The main terminal.
The main terminal. Very good. The main terminal. Éxito.
Success.
Good. Success. Okay. I hope you have a lot of success in your English. I hope you have a very successful career using English. Okay. Ladrón.
Thief.
Thief. Very good. Tricky word to pronounce. Tricky word to pronounce because we have a TH, so it's thief. Thief. Okay? I have never caught a thief in my house. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Very good. Cuadrado. Square.
Square, okay.
So, we have SpongeBob and SquarePants.
Square pants?
Yeah. SpongeBob and SquarePants. What is that? Remember, you know SpongeBob? Esponja.
No.
Okay. It's a cartoon. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. Okay. And finally, imaginar.
Imagine.
Yes, to imagine. Okay. Todo el mundo es capaz de hablar una lengua extranjera.
Everyone is capable of speaking one foreign language.
Okay. Everyone is capable of speaking a foreign language. Now, I just said capable of, and then we have a verb in the gerund with ing. Capable of speaking. 95% of the verbs that come after a preposition are in the gerund with ing. Okay? So everyone is capable of speaking a foreign language. Very good. Necesito tu firma en este formulario.
I need your signature in this form. On this form.
Good. I need a signature, so I need you to sign on the line. I need a signature on this form. Okay?
Okay.
Good. El viento se llevó el sombrero del hombre.
The wind took out.
Blew. Okay.
That man's hat.
Okay, the man's hat off.
The man's
Okay?
hat
So
off.
the wind
Okay.
blows. Okay? The wind blows. Okay?
Okay.
So the wind blew that man's hat off. Okay?
Okay.
Or the wind blew the man's hat off. Okay? Have you ever gotten caught in a windy storm?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Sometimes when I go fishing and I'm on a boat, the wind is so strong that it blows my hat off. So then I have to go back around and pick up my hat. Okay?
Okay.
El ladrón se llevó toda la joyería de mi mujer.
The thief stole.
Good. Stole or has taken.
Has taken all the jewelry of all my wife's jewelry.
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 Okay. Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Good. So the thief has taken all my wife's jewelry. Okay. Good. El éxito del proyecto depende de ti.
The project success depends on you.
Good. The project success depends on you. Okay? Guadalupe, thank you for joining me. Okay?
Thanks to you.
Success, English success, depends on you. Okay? Keep on practicing, work hard, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.